the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he returns this to the 22.
Dave Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Dobbs. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
57 to Mike. 57
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. He's going to launch it for Washington. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ninth last year, but I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Bengals.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was taken,
and that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Go.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
They're going first and 10, right?
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air.
Yeah, nigga, I just did the same shit. Nigga wide open, but I got dogs. So it's inaccurate.
Extra point, and it's
wide
a
open.
7-0 game. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
Damn, they got right in. God damn.
One play has him up past the 40
on the
already,
edge.
and another
Nigga, they
first and 10.
straight on that edge.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It's basically, what's the name? You want to call it like it is. It's basically running the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them
TJ.
and setting up the screen. And
TJ,
getting
that's a pick.
Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. On the return, Johnson.
Dang, why'd I do that?
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but another 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense
Is he
here,
doing it
1st
more
and 10.
like he just did it once, or is he doing it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want
Where's
some
you
big
going,
plays.
Hayward?
They want to see some offense.
Get right
they want to see
in
somebody
and
break
stop.
away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And now this throw complete to Washington. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Give me that, Hilton.
He completes it to Boyd. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
By Geno Atkins. The tackle made back.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
A gain of 40.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 27.
Steven Nelson.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
All the way up there on the
and
corner.
down
It's
inside
nowhere
the 15,
near the fucking
shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, here's Mixon.
Come on, everybody on their team blocked
And he will
perfect.
take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Fuck up out of here.
Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Everybody on their
People
team
always talk about
blocked
one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run the counter. McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. He's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Not much there, only a yard. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon.
Nigga, my lineman gets back there and don't even tackle him. That's
Joe
a fucking
Mixon,
man.
his
That's so
second
stupid.
touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the
That is so
lead.
fucking stupid.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. ASAP, the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 4th down, Dobbs. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Eluding the
shit,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dobbs setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Yeah, he on his own side.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow.
Yeah, let's go.
And,
fucking go.
There as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Past the 20. The big fella. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Go, baby.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Get a joke.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Give me that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with McFarland, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Dobbs out there balling for a nigga.